jail. I love y'all.
What?
I love y'all.
What you mean?
This started as a simple meetup, a quick deal that should have taken minutes. But within seconds, someone was dead. And the most disturbing part, they didn't panic. They didn't run. They acted like nothing just happened.
Do I think that you're a cold-blooded murderer?
Yes.
Do I think your girlfriends who are with you are cold-blooded murderers? Absolutely not. I know what cold-blooded murders are. You sit in the same seat as many of them have.
Mm.
Okay? Y'all are young.
Very.
Exactly. Whole life ahead of you.
Very pretty.
However, good things happen to bad people. Or bad things happen to good people sometimes, is what I'm trying to say. And whatever happened that night, I mean, too much technology, too many people out there, too much social media,
Right.
too much everything, okay? Now, yeah, this guy, he's out here selling weed.
Yeah.
All right, if he wasn't out there selling weed, would he have gotten killed that night? Probably not.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times we put ourselves in bad, people who get killed put themselves in bad places sometimes. Not always, but a lot of times they doing something wrong.
Yeah.
All right. And here you are, 3 girls. You don't know if you're going to get jacked. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So once we work this murder, all right, and we start compiling our information, autopsy, shell casings, evidence at the scene, phone, Facebook, the whole 9 yards. All right. I like to say, when we bring you in here, I say, you can tell the story for us. Or if you don't, when we go to court, I'm going to tell it for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
all right.
Do it all the time.
So, regardless of this kid, a 19-year-old kid, okay, young kid, all right, regardless of whatever he was still a son. He was still a brother. He was still an uncle. You know, he was a grandchild. All right. And nobody has the right to take anybody's life. Do accidents happen? Absolutely. That's why we're sitting here today, because we have done our homework. All right. Because we have Shay on her way in, and we have Kima on her way in. All right. We have your car. We have your car seized. We seized your car today.
Yeah, okay. I seen that, and I'm like,
how'd you see that? How do you know?
Well, I didn't see that. They told me when I was sitting on the porch right before I came here.
We seized your car, and of course, the first thing, your lovely boyfriend, that y'all's tumultuous relationship that you have, you know, arguing back and forth. So he wants to get that seat on the bus. So he says, "Hey, Sarge, can I talk to you?" I said, "Yeah, what you got, man?" So we go talking a little private, you know, in the back of the car, and bring him down here. And he said, "My old lady, my girlfriend, told me and her mother what happened last night." All right.
So what you just said, he told you this today. So he said, I told him this last night.
Said you told, that's what he said. You told your mom and him at the same time about what took place. And now, hang on, let me talk. Okay. All right. Because we know that the window got busted out in the car during the shooting because the boy got dragged. You know, he got dragged for a little ways. All right. So the window's busted out in your car. All right. I see that the car has been wiped down. It hasn't been wiped down all that good. We have it in our evidence bay. All right. So, and he said, yeah, it was Kima, and it was my old lady, and he said it was Shay. And he said, my old lady's the one that killed him. Yeah,
all together, but no.
He said, my lady's the one that killed him.
Why would he say that? And how would he lie and say that I told him and my mom? That means that my mom should be telling y'all the same thing. And he's trying to get himself out of trouble for something. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie on him and say, oh, my boyfriend did it, because he wasn't in the car.
He said he was at home with his 1-year-old.
Yeah, he was at my house. So how he going to say that I told him? Anyways, okay. So I will back it up. Okay. We did go on train. But, like...
hey, at some point we got to grow up.
I do understand that.
Who shot him?
That's the thing. Nobody had a gun in the car.
Somebody did.
No, nobody didn't.
Yeah, because he got dragged from that car.
Not from my car.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
How'd your window get broke?
Me and Dion was fighting. That's why I'm trying to figure out why would they tell y'all my window got shot out.
Why would Dion say that something totally different?
That's what I don't understand
And then,
that. And then he just went to jail today.
And why did we get a phone call and a tip that either the night of the murder, after the murder, or that morning that you were frantic, you were seen out there, and you either had his blood on you or blood on the car, either one.
I wasn't even, what the fuck? Like, bro, no.
It begins with a message. Shaylin reaches out to Jaquan, asking for weed. A normal conversation. A normal meet. But nothing about what happens next is normal. 3 girls pull up. Fake money in hand. A setup already in motion. The moment he realizes the money isn't real, everything changes. Tension rises. Voices sharpen. And then, a single decision that ends a life instantly. Now here's the question that matters. Was this planned? Or did someone lose control in the worst possible moment?
But you're not down here handcuffed to that table for no reason.
Right, and no, I wasn't frantic doing nothing. I come outside, daily routine, sit on the porch, smoke my cigarette every morning.
Okay.
What was frantic about that? Why come outside with blood on me when I was just saying, look at the maintenance man, look at the landlord. Everybody's always saying everybody's business.
Did you buy weed from a boy?
No, we didn't get it. This is what I'm trying to figure out. And then I'm hearing that he was set up from somebody named Chip, that he was beefing with somebody about some females. So I guess they're thinking that we the females he was beefing about, and we just wanted to leave.
And your man even said you had some counterfeit money.
Where would I get it from?
The same place anybody would get. They fucking.
I've never dealt with counterfeit money. No.
So I'm just telling you what he's.
Y'all must have caused some shit on him. That's crazy. I never thought I would be sitting in the seat and a story getting flipped on me like that. That's crazy. Like, that is really crazy.
I mean, you know, somebody loved this kid.
I know.
You know, somebody loved him. You know.
Somebody.
And that's how he was left.
I would do.
That's how he was left.
That's not something I would do, bro. And then he talk about I shot him. Where I get a gun from to shoot somebody? Why am I gonna pull up and shoot somebody? Y'all know how many people I bought weed from in Pensacola? Why would all of a sudden this one person be somebody that'll be a target to kill? Right. With three girls in the car.
You're asking me.
And y'all asking me. I understand
let me ask
that.
You this. Why? Hold on.
And then the weed right there. Man. So I didn't even like.
Cinnamon, listen to me.
Yes, I am. This is just crazy.
Listen to what I'm telling you. You asking me all this, why would I do this? Why would I do that? Why would you sit in that chair right there, given the opportunity, looking at it in black and white or blue and white, however you want to describe it on this computer right here?
Because
you say, I never went to Trent. I never went to Trent.
Because like anybody else, I'm scared as shit.
Okay.
Like anybody else. Like seriously.
Then somebody's wanting to be in law enforcement, being forensic or whatever, then if you didn't do it, then... Hey, sheriff's office, I was over there and I heard a bunch of gunshots. Yeah, but that's the thing. Did you call 911?
No.
Exactly.
So that doesn't make it my fault because y'all basically will only say that it's my fault because y'all seen the interaction between him and my cousin last. And then whatever the fuck Dion just said, which I'm not worried about no who said, she said. I do know
that, I mean, I got recordings.
Yeah.
I got all kind of stuff that I was like, yeah, man, this jet just got fucking.
I seen it on Facebook. I seen the same thing.
I got a audio.
Okay.
You know, of it. So.
Then it was, somebody just smoked a jet, somebody in the silver car, somebody in the black car, somebody just pulled up. Then I was in the store. Oh, it was Chip. Somebody had something to do with it. So how does all this come down on me? Because
your car was positively identified by more than 2 people being there. That whenever you took off out of there, and you got to realize that there's video cameras. Everybody got cameras now. Mm-hmm. The biggest cameras are with the dopers, right? A lot of dope in Mayfair, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of cameras in Mayfair, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, your car was positively identified and seen on video when you left out of there from Trenton at a high rate of speed with your headlights off, and you turned and you went south on Northview and then took a right on Madison. Yes.
And you know the thing about it is, though, remember this. All right? Let me give you a little word of advice. that car that you paid for
Mm-hmm.
has GPS on it.
Mm-hmm.
So you saying that's not true?
No. I told y'all I was there, but I didn't, like, nobody out of my car shot him. Then y'all
But
saying
you also said you
I
weren't there.
dragged. Okay, that's because I was scared. And
Well, your vehicle was fine according to Ryan
when?
before Wednesday night.
No, Ryan wasn't even there before Wednesday night.
He stays there with Shay. Listen,
I
I'm not
understand
listening
that. Listen, no, you listen to me.
I'm
I
not
understand
making this
that.
shit up.
They've
I'm not
been,
making it
but
up.
they have been at my aunt's house. I've been at my house.
Okay, but his girlfriend Shay stays with you. Correct?
Yes, that's my
and your
cousin.
Ryan stays with you. Mm-hmm. Your Ryan has his own vehicle. He drives a little red piece of shit Ford, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, but he walks by your car every day. He would notice if your damn window's blown out of your car, would he not?
Mm-hmm. He leave different times of day. We're not
that kid's a whole lot smarter than you give him credit for. He's a whole lot smarter than you give him credit for. Because he noticed that your window was missing Wednesday night when he came over there. And so does Dion. They noticed your window was missing. But Dion comes up with this whole nother story. Well, who the hell gives a shit if Dion broke that window out of your car? Who gives a shit? Why would Dion come up with some bullshit over how that window got broke? Why would he come up with a bullshit instead of saying, me and my old girl got into it, and I said, fuck it, and I broke the window?
What I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
But then for him to say that I just told him and my mom, what did he say? I did. Like, no, it's not adding up, y'all. It's not making sense. I don't know if he's out there doing something or he's trying to cover his ass for something, but this shit is sad. Like,
who can verify besides Shay?
Because it's all like Dion. He say, she say. Like,
I mean, you have to admit. I mean, if you watch TV, it looks pretty damning. You know, if it walks like a duck, like a duck, it's usually a duck. All right. Talking to this guy. All right. Saying you're gonna want to buy some weed, you go to Mayfair to meet up with a guy. Supposedly, you get over on Trenton Drive. The last time you text, within a minute, the guy's dead, because we know what time the 911 call comes in when he's seen. Okay? So, and it's like I said, sweetheart, is that the thing about this don't go away. I mean, this ain't gonna, you may leave out of here today, you may not. But we still got some more people that's on their way in to talk. Okay? There's a possibility you could be charged. Okay? So I want you to understand that. But I do not believe it was anybody's purpose that night. This is just a kid who's selling basically quarter bags on the street. It ain't like he's moving pounds or keys or anything like that, or he's got hundreds of thousands of dollars. He don't, So whether you pulled the trigger, whether anybody else in the car pulled the trigger or whatever, it resulted in the guy's death. And then that's the thing, it don't go away. If Kima was to get charged, y'all all gonna be charged. If Shay gets charged, you're all gonna be charged. Now, it'd be one thing if you would come in and said, well, let me tell you what really happened. We got in there and he tried to rob us and wouldn't give us the weed.
It'll be one thing, but it's like even if I took that route or tried to make that a story, we will all still go to jail, because the fact of the matter is nobody called when it happened.
Exactly. But you watch the TV shows and you watch these same rooms that are everything that's being done because the camera's on. They're judging the people watching at home, or when it goes to court, they're judging the person sitting there to see, one, are they remorseful? Are they guilty? Do they not give two shits or whatever? Are they trying to be helpful? And that's taken into account. Whether we can't go back to Wednesday at 10 o'clock. That they'll never come back. It's done. Jaquan's never be on this earth again. All people can do is remember him. That's all they can do. All right? But everybody that's on this earth has the ability to right a wrong at any time. At any time. So yeah, you're right. I mean, the time would have been, to be honest, back then. But this is the first time we've contacted you, you know, and you've come in willingly. So that shows something that you're willing to be here. You know, do I think that you're being 100% honest with me? I've done this longer than you've been alive. Okay. So I'm an old salty guy, you know, so I've heard it, seen it, and done it. So the stuff you're trying to sell me, I'm not buying. So that's why I'm saying, young lady, I mean, if you have any heart in you, you know, or any iota of caring about just that for human being, you know, I mean, just like if your mom got killed today, heaven forbid, we busting our ass just as hard for her and you as we are for this family that's grieving and the next person that come along. We work 20-something homicides a year, every year, and each case is unique. And, you know, we have a saying here, you know, we work for God because the dead people can't speak. Only we can speak for them. So we have to tell their story. You know, we got to find out how they lived to understand why they died. Okay? And then, because some people say 3, you watch first, I say 4. Only 4 reasons for a murder. Okay? Money, drugs, sex, or revenge.
Yeah.
Okay? That's the only thing. All right? So, don't think there's no revenge there. Y'all didn't know this cat.
No.
Don't think there was no sex unless you say he tried to rape you. You know? But there is potentially money and drugs involved.
Just drugs.
You know?
Because money, we have money.
So,
Like,
here's the
and
thing.
it ain't no counterfeit money. That's what I'm saying. Like, I make money. I got money on my card right now. I've never been known, never ever try to hit nobody with no counterfeit. Like, they don't look legit to me at all.
Watch her carefully. Not her words, her reactions. Because sometimes the truth isn't what people say. It's what they fail to hide. There's no real shock, no real fear, just small slips, small expressions that reveal more than any confession ever could. And this is where everything starts to fall apart. Because once the pressure builds, people don't just lie. They break.